Good afternoon, everybody. We are here with a new podcast. I have with me today Pauline from Galis.
Hello everyone, thanks a lot Edwin for the invitation. I'm very happy to be here. My name is Pauline, I work in Galis company and we are the first booth agency in France.
The first booth agency in France, that means that you exist for a long time.
Yes, our company is celebrating its 50 years of existence.
Wow, awesome.
50.
I must imagine a lot of things have changed in the meantime. And I guess you were not there at the very start of the company. So Galis is a exhibition builder, but also an agency. Is that right?
Yes, it's right. We have the two expertise. The first one was the building booth. Then we became an agency.
All right. And as an agency, I guess you get in contact with a lot of what we call end customers, which are exhibitors. And then I would like to immediately come to the point. I from my perspective, but I'm far from that, I feel like sustainability is becoming a more important theme in with the exhibitors. Is that right, or how do you see that?
Of course, it's right. We can see that each year when people contact our company in order to get a booth for an exhibition, the first question is, what do you do at the end of the exhibition, of the booth? How many % of material is recycled, reused? And also in our company, what do you do day by day to think about how you can change to get more and more sustainability to sustainable people?
Okay, so you also feel that sustainability is getting more importance than before.
Yes, and on the two sides, with the customers and also with the employees.
In that discussion with your customers, of course, Galis is on a high sustainable level. I would say, with you as a sustainability manager, not every company has a sustainability manager. How, compared to then the last question that's being asked about pricing, are exhibitors willing to pay more for sustainability, or how do you approach that thinking?
Of course not. I can feel that there's a real importance on the sustainability development when an exhibitor wants to go on an exhibition. But on the other hand, the total amount is still the same. Sometimes in France, it's not the same mindset abroad, but in France, sometimes clients don't understand that you have to pay a little bit more in order to take part of the action plans that Galis have inside.
So do you then manage to still sell the project, or is it most of the times back to the start and the money is more important than the ecological side, or
both?
Yeah,
No,
depends.
It depends. Why both? But this way of thinking is really changing. We have from 1 year a new approach on each consultation in France, where you can see that the sustainability part becomes much more important, and they gives you a system of a note as a consultation, and this quality part becomes more and more bigger.
Do international work, of course. How would you think France positions him, herself? I don't know. In the world, do you think that France is like on the forefront, or how do you feel that?
So I have two answers to your question.
Good.
The first one is actually we are working because sometimes international exhibitors who decided to come in France to participate to a show forgot that it exists French booth builders, and for the carbon footprint, it's very interesting to work with local agencies.
Yeah, absolutely.
On the second answer is that actually Galis, we work in Europe and abroad, and we use this network from the IFS also. Yeah. We have no structures from our office which are flying, moving to another country. We used to send the design and the construction plan to one of our partners in the countries where the exhibition takes place.
Yeah, I think that's nice, and that's really important for everybody to start understanding that actually both labor and material are better to come from the country where the exhibition happens. So another question on France as a country: do you feel that the French companies are more demanding on sustainability compared to, I give an example of the US?
I guess it's not the same level of demand. Of course, in France, actually, we are a small country, but in the events...
Pauline, we live in Belgium. I think France is a big country.
No, but what I mean is that in the event and exhibition industry, of course, there is this ADN to think about our job today, what will be the futures for our children, for example, and also for all the experiences that you can share when you are going on an exhibition. And this is why we have to keep thinking that it's just the beginning. Today, we really have to make a huge effort to turn on sustainability development in our expertise, in our event industry. We cannot still build booths or do what we were doing. We have to change our way of working and producing and thinking. And I think that French companies are really on the good
on the right track. Yeah, I would like to go a couple of minutes back when we talked about companies, exhibitors that want more sustainability on their roadmap. Do you feel that is the same with bigger and smaller companies, or do you see a difference in size of the companies, how they handle sustainability within their company?
I can see that smaller companies, it's very difficult because it takes time to think about an action plan. to write all the procedures, but they are much more agility, because they can move. They can move on indicators much more quickly than a bigger company. Of course.
Well, what I see, what I read quite often is that the bigger players in the market, the real big companies, have to apply the sustainability because they are obliged to do that. Not always because they want, and then I feel like, the price issue becomes more important than the ecologic side. On the other hand, I also see that a lot of bigger companies really mean what they are doing, and they hire somebody like you, a sustainability expert, and they take it seriously. So I think things are evolving. In the chat we had before this meeting, I heard you talking about ISO 2012-1. From what I hear, you're one of the main drivers. What's so important about ISO 2012-1 and why people should apply?
For me, the ISO 20121 is it's a norma. So it's a methodology. It's a canvas where any company can follow in order to be sure that what they are doing inside their action plan, everything is working, and they don't forget one of the three main steps of sustainability: economic, environment, and social. First. Then it's an international quality award distinction. I'm going to succeed. It means that even we don't care about the country that your company is. We all follow the same rules. Galis have got the certification 8 years ago, and really it has changed our way of working every day. For some experts, it was very easy. I'm thinking of the designers, and for the joinery, the woodwork, and also the accounting department. It wasn't really easy to understand. They first saw a lot of administrative tasks, and it's just not. It's not only administrative tasks. It's how you can manage to involve people. How do you explain your sustainable development policy to your clients, to your collaborators, employees, and to yourself? And I think I guess that we are today, so this norma have been created in the Olympic Games of London in 2012. Correct. And today we are at 252 companies certified, and it's just the beginning of everything, because it's a whole family, and a big family. We understand each other's. It's really a norma that links companies of the event industry. It's a norma dedicated for us. So you have to go on it to take part of this family.
You're both part of IFES, and IFES is also promoting their members to become ISO 2012-1 certified. I feel it's a good thing, so I think you're convinced that it's a good thing, and it's a way that companies take, maybe not the first, but one of the steps toward a sustainable company, right?
Right.
Yeah. And it's more than just an administrative thing, that ISO thing, what indeed a lot of companies think. It changes the way of working and well, maybe the way of life even of a company.
Absolutely. And much more important is that when you have it, you cannot go back, because it's an evidence that this is the good way. And also you can reach people. You see really people, employees, but also all the stakeholders that are really happy and proud of the change of this mindset. It's the direction that all the companies have to go.
Yeah.
And in our industry, I'm very glad, because we are all connected and everyone is sharing the same point of view. So this is why I keep smiling, because I know that we are going on the good direction, and everyone helps everyone. It's another big network.
Yeah, sounds good. I have maybe a difficult last question. Depending on your answer, it's the last question. If you would have to, for the audience, name 3 things that came out of the ISO 20012-1 for Galis, what would you name as kind of maybe not most important one, but most influential ones?
The first idea that comes to my mind is that you get everyone is aligned on this. It's like a big road or a big train, and everyone, at the moment that you take time to explain why you're going on this certification, everyone on the second goes in the training with you automatically. So if you're looking for, I don't want to say for creating sense in your work, but if you just want to promote the engagement of your employees, collaborators, first you just have to explain to them, and they join you, and you're making a big and strong team. The second one is how people see your company, not the client, but how the younger generation see your company. Because today, if you don't communicate, if you're not paying attention on the climate changes, on the social needs, the new social needs, the company, from the society goes and you're not in. So you have to make an effort on this. The third one,
you can do 3A, 3B, 3C.
3B, and add an annex. It's going to be great.
No, I think those are just great examples, and I think there's much more you could tell, but we will keep it with this. I would really like to thank you, Pauline, to have spent some time with us, to have been together to talk about sustainability and other related subjects. So I was really happy you were here today.
Thanks a lot for the invitation, and I come back when you want.
All right. Thank you.